So this is Brisbane, the central business district in all its glory. So from the perspective of Sydney and Melbourne, this is Hick Town. So over 1 million people here in Brisbane. There are virtually no cases of COVID until they opened up the border. Now we have over 4,000 cases a day. So we came in after the border opened up about December 13th. And now people are queuing up to get COVID tests for a kilometer. Like cars are just queued for kilometers. So Omicron, of course, is not thought to be as deadly as Delta. And so we're increasingly moving towards just living with the COVID, and we're going to have fewer and fewer restrictions. I expect as thousands and thousands of people come down with Omicron, and the overwhelming majority of them do not suffer too badly. So 2022 may be the beginning of the end of COVID. And there's Ipswich, that's a real working class area. I think Pauline Hanson comes from Ipswich. So Pauline, sometimes she says the things that people think but would not say out loud. So Pauline Hanson, quite a champion of fathers' rights. She's of the opinion that fathers in divorces really get the short end of the stick here in Australia. So are you overwhelmed by the glamour of downtown Brisbane? So some people might think of it as a hick town with a dirty river running through the middle of it. But I always look at the positive. So we've got tunnels here in Brisbane, all right? We've got TV stations and radio stations. We've got tunnels. We've got moving pictures that are in color with sound. So quite a lot of tunnels in Brizzy and in Sydney, and I presume in Melbourne as well. So I think this trip, hope you're enjoying this trip, because it's costing us $5.37 as the toll.
Going under the river.
We're going under the glorious brown Brisbane River, where you can canoe on the river, you can swim in it and get sick, all sorts of thrills and spills. So yeah, you don't want to fall out of your canoe in the Brit. So I think Brizzy started out as an industrial town, maybe meat packing, kind of primary industry, and now it's becoming a little bit more sophisticated, maybe more secondary stuff, more service industry stuff. But generally speaking, if you're at the top of your profession in Brisbane, it doesn't have the same cachet as if you're at the top of your profession in Sydney or Melbourne. So this is Hick Town from the perspective of Australia's two big cities. Southeast Queensland. So people find it a pleasant town. It's not really an exciting town. It's kind of a small C conservative town. It's not brash like Sydney, and it's not orderly and European like Melbourne. And it's not Adelaide. They drink a lot of wine there. That's more upper class, more European, more sophisticated. So that's the story of Brisbane.